There's got to be a better way. Yeah, that's too much. That's just too much. Ooh. Ooh. It works with DeWALT batteries. It's way cheaper. I think this should work. Let's find out. Okay, and ordered. Now we just have to wait for it to show up. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to test if I can save some money after investing all this money in DeWALT batteries. Maybe the knockoff parts and tools are good? All right, as you saw, the DeWALT version of this is quite expensive. Like, I mean, you could almost buy 3 of these for one of those. And, man, for the price, I just couldn't, what's the word I'm looking for? I just had to take a chance. So, let's see what we actually get here. With the box, just the box. As you see, the shipping label is on it. They shipped it just like this. Seems to hold up pretty well. Got one little damage thing. Hopefully that's nothing bad. Let's see. Instructions. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Nothing else in the box. This does not come with a battery for that price. Obviously, it uses DeWALT batteries. Here's our instructions. It's just kind of technical data, safety, pages and pages of safety. Don't know if it needs to be oiled or anything. Does it have a maintenance section? Jeez Louise, it's all just safety. Operations 10 and 13. Let's see. Say anything about oiling it. Doesn't say anything in here about oiling it, but I've had these before. Would spray some PB Blaster or something on it, but these are about worthless, but safety is important. So, let's see. Let's compare this plastic. Now, I did not buy the DeWALT one because I didn't really have the money to do that. And this, but because I've got so much DeWALT stuff. Wow, the plugs are exactly the same looking, down to their shape. All right. It's got a little hook here, so you can hang it on the wall, I guess. That's kind of nice. All right. I am going to lube that up real quick, and we'll go take it and do some incremental tests as far as test it in thicker and thicker bushes and see what we got. But the reason why I bought this is not for yard work. It's kind of cold here. It's to clear the trails out. That's the point behind this thing, is to be able to clear my trails and maybe make some new trails as winter comes. So we have a lot of vines, a lot of briars and stuff that grow. So the plan will be to use this on that instead of swinging a machete around or clipping with the clippers. It takes forever. Maybe this will make it quicker. Maybe I just wasted $80. I guess we'll find out. So let me get this thing oiled up. We'll go off in the woods and maybe this will work better. This here is very typical of the type of bushes you would see at a residential deal. What this is really meant for, we're going to be using it out of its normal use case. So, I mean, results may vary depending on what you're cutting, but we'll start trimming these back and see exactly if it has any trouble cutting these very thin. I mean, they're light. They're like you tear them off. So that's breaking the end of it. So let's see. That's pretty good. Some of the stuff I cut here was, I mean, definitely over 1/4 of an inch. This is going to be a big test. It did surprisingly well there. So this is going to get stiffer and harder to cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here start cutting in until we find the limit on this thing. And I think the safest, or not safest, the most fair way to do it is just cutting one branch at a time so it doesn't bind up on multiple. Okay, I mean, some of these are pretty thick. So don't have one that gets progressively too much thick. Oh, found it. Still going. Well, it cut through it that time. Okay. This piece here is about 3/8 of an inch. So it cut through it. It got this one, it got bound up right at the last piece there, as you can see. So the second time it cut through it and stalled, I let go of the trigger, pulled it again, and it finished the cut. So yeah, I mean, I don't expect it was designed to cut this stuff. So the fact that it did pretty well. All right, that little bit of cutting I did showed no dent in the battery. So most of the stuff we have to do is going to be saplings and vines like this. So I think this may be able to handle it quite well. But let's start with clearing some of this stuff down here out. One thing nice is being able to take this thing and skim across the ground as you're cutting, because don't know where y'all are, but if you have a bunch of these briars, those briars, they live, you cut them off close to the ground, they don't grow back as easily. They have to sprout new sprouts. So being able to go to those things, and look, we cut some bigger ones here too. If they grow all the way up into the tree, they're actually really bad for trees. So we try to clear those out, but it's hard to get down and cut them flat to the ground. But with this thing right here, it's actually not that bad. You come down. Nice is being able to shove it under there. I mean, running for about 10 minutes. I know the video is probably going to be cut, not going to show a full 10 minutes, but that video will be long and boring and watching me work. But all of bushes basically before. The thing I don't like about it so far is definitely the hand lock, the safety part. The safety part is kind of annoying because you have to have two hands on it at all times. So there's a good possibility that, I'm not recommending you do this, I may defeat that just so I have one-handed operation. Maybe some kind of temporary defeat, like a piece of a Velcro strap, be able to hold that top lock. But I can't imagine the DeWALT being any better. I cut things with this I didn't think it was going to cut. So I'm very happy so far. So let's go back to the shop, take a good look, see if we did any damage to it on that blade, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Henry's leading the way. So the edges are still very sharp. Ooh, very sharp. No wonder you get such good clean cuts on this thing. That is super sharp. So what it looks like, if I'm understanding how this thing works, these are where the sharp edges are. These don't have sharp edges. They're more like, they have like a bevel to them, but they're not as sharp. And that pushes that into this piece. And this is actually what does the cutting. I mean, I don't know if that's normal for these not to focus. Yeah, so this is where it's sharp. It's sharp on these with the edges cut off. These lead it in there. This does have a little bit of bevel. I'm guessing the oil made it hold on to stuff. A dry lube would probably be really good for this. It's probably what I'll do. I just didn't know for sure. Huh. Goodness gracious, that's sharp. Yeah, you definitely want to be careful here. My one issue with this would be here. This is kind of annoying to have to do that and then pull it out. Because if you do it separate, nothing happens. You have to do those together. So I think I may put like a piece of Velcro strap around here so I can hold it shut when I want to, but then undo it so while it's in storage. And then it comes with a sheath to protect it right through there to keep it from getting hurt or other people. Like we said earlier, we ran this thing non-stop basically for 10 minutes. I know it's not long, but it didn't even put a dent in this battery. So it does work. What are my thoughts? Well, it has BL on there because it's, I guess, supposedly brushless. It says it's brushless. The motor doesn't throw sparks, so I believe it is brushless. I'm not going to take it apart. The batteries plug in perfectly. They lock in there. This is all metal construction. It's got a metal, aluminum construction, I guess you'd say, with these metal blades. I don't know what it would take. I've never had to replace blades like this or figure out how to sharpen them. As you saw how it was sharp. The plastic, I mean, I'm sure if I took it apart, I could see exactly if it's fiber reinforced, but it sure looks like it's just fiber reinforced plastic, but it may not be. It may just be plastic. So it's not, I don't know if it's going to get the drop safety that you're going to get out of a normal DeWALT, but the grip, it's got a good, I guess you'd call it like rubbery molded in grip that I really almost can't get to peel away. This Melfi logo tells what it is. This is a good little thing. This is, I would recommend buying this. I mean, for the price, the fact that the comparable one that's brushless from DeWALT is like $230. I don't remember. You saw it earlier. You can put it right here. Yep. It was over $200, and this one was right around $80, comes shipped, and I'm exceedingly happy. So I know this is not moto related stuff, but this is a part of a Moto Heads Garage track and trail maintenance, and this seems pretty awesome. 10 minutes of running, and my 6 amp hour battery didn't even budge. Maybe I should put it on one of my small ones and run it, see exactly how long that'll last. But it cuts through everything I could even consider needing to cut, and it works great. So I would recommend this. This is not a terrible product. I'm happy with my purchase. So, and I got some more things coming up. We got a more fun bike build coming. So it depends on how old this video is. Maybe you just want to go forward and watch some. And if this video is new and you're new to watching, go back and watch some. And yeah, thumbs up would be great. Any questions you have, put them down in there. I do my absolute best for answering those questions. I actually don't enjoy the videos, but I enjoy seeing your comments, especially whenever they talk bad about me. So leave a bad comment down there. And yeah, this part's kind of trash. What? Yeah, we're working on a video. I mean, You can wonder all you want.
I mean, we're wondering if the squirrels are banging something.
The squirrels are definitely building, getting ready for winter.